people come in, either they want personal counseling as an individual, or they come in with a partner, and we have relationship issues. Or we come in because our family's in distress, there's a person who's an alcoholic, or a kid is acting out. So they come in where they perceive the problem as being. And the problem is there. See, I'm a marriage and family therapist, and we think in large systems. We have the individual, we have the couple, we have the mother and the father, or the husband and the wife, and we have the family and the children, and then the cat and the dog, and the grandma and the grandpa, and the cousins and the brothers and the aunts and the uncles. All these people play some role in the problems that come. So if someone comes in, let's say with a family problem, like we have just started with a young girl, and she was here with her problem, and but we find that there's more. It's not just her anxiety or whatever she's presented. It has to do with her parents have been divorced, or she's on the outs with her girlfriends at school. I mean, there are other. So what happens is, if you come in with, let's say, a family problem, we have to at least look at, I'm not blaming parents for this. I'm just saying mom and dad play a role in a child's dilemma, as does peers, okay? When a couple comes in, they have problems with themselves, but what happens is they have an idea what marriage is supposed to be because of the homes in which they came from. Right? They got their own problem, but they each have a different idea what love is and how it's supposed to be played. Well, that comes from the homes in which they were raised. So now you're back a step. So what happens, you have a family, you have a couple, and you have, in the individual in the homes in which they were raised. So as a systems therapist, those things are always in play for me, one direction or the other. And so the model of my work isn't just necessarily what the client comes in for, at least in terms of my thinking, but the resolution of the difficulties that they have, okay, often also lie around them, above them or below them. I don't know how to phrase it. So it's not just what they come in with, but the way to. But they get stuck in it. See, they think the only way to resolve this is here, but there's ways to resolve this that are outside of this, and we have to consider these things. So in terms of my thinking as a systems therapist, that's always in play. I don't necessarily talk directly about it, and sometimes I do, where it's appropriate, but there's a lot going on, is what I'm saying.
Do you ever find that you have patients that come in and as you start taking that bigger approach, they're like, no, that's not...
Oh, absolutely. See, I have to intuit that. I know what I can say and what I can't say. I mean, I know, very often this is the case, parents are here, they bring their teenager here. The teenager may want to, actually is willing to come. Parents I know the kid's got the problem. They're not behaving. They don't necessarily want to think that they're playing a role in that. And I know when I can raise that and when I can't. Okay? That just comes with street knowledge. I mean, and the gentleman that was here last night, his kid refused to come. All right? The kid laid on the floor and wouldn't get up. The father came. We had a great discussion. A really great discussion about where the father's limits were with the kid and what we think might be happening. All right? Now he was there for himself. He didn't want to lose the money because I had to charge him for the session. His kid wanted to go, so he came. It was a good thing he did, and he left, getting an enormous amount out of our hour. But he was there. He was ready to hear something. But there are times I know people can't do that. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I'm just saying that it's just a piece of the puzzle. And I'm here to help people get unstuck. I'll go anywhere I need to go to help them make change. I think that probably sums it up pretty good.